Welcome to this presentation of UPSL Soccer Action, live on YouTube and presented by the Atlantic Soccer Media Group.
It's Saturday night, and you know what that means. It's time for UPSL Georgia Premier Division action here in Dalton, Georgia. Hello, everybody. Larry Weber here alongside Andre Bomar, and today we have another amazing match for you under this Labor Day weekend. Dalton United taking on UMA FC, a rematch when it comes to the Community Cup that just happened a few weeks ago. Dalton United coming out on top on that score. Like I said, we are here at Dalton Stadium, Dalton, Georgia. Beautiful venue. Andre,
Yes,
how
sir.
are we doing today?
Doing fantastic. I've been waiting for this rematch. It's not been that long ago, and it was a great Community Cup game, and we saw a lot of unexpected things happening from both sides, but UMA really impressed me. And so it stands to see if they can improve upon that and possibly get a result here. It'll be an amazing result that they did away from home here in Dalton at Dalton Stadium.
When we look at last week, UMA started out the season, first Premier Division season. They fall to Atlanta United Academy. More of a mistake from them more than Atlanta United beating them outright. Speaking to their staff before the match, we'll take a look at their formation for this match. They're going to kick it off, and they're going to be in the red and blue kits. You can see they're playing in a 4-2-3-1 setup. Don't have some of those superstars that they had from that Division I squad in the spring. See what they can do. Really keep your eye on number 30, Tony Kim. He's going to be the man to watch.
Yeah, Kim really impressed even in the Community Cup. He's a bundle of energy, and he's going to be somebody to watch, and I think Dalton maybe have their attention on him today.
Dalton United in their traditional 3-5-2 still have Fernando Guerrero, their Golden Boot winning player from the spring. Keep an eye on him. They have tons of firepower on their side. They're going to be ready to go. Just about ready to get this started. Like we said, UMA is going to be the ones that'll get us kicked off in this 4:45.
I expect them to really hit it from the first whistle. There's not much of a mystery between them all. So, and here we go.
And we're live here in Dalton, Georgia. This should be a stunner of a match for you watching back home on this beautiful holiday weekend. There's a bit of a mistake by the keeper. In the back of the net. That's too easy for Dalton, Georgia. You just give them a goal in the first 20 seconds of the match.
Amazing.
Oh, what a mistake by UMA.
Yeah, I mean, no one's really settled in yet. I mean, it's one of those mental mistakes that you make and maybe a little bit of nerves, but
You see
wow.
here, he tries to clear that ball out, doesn't clear it out enough, and that's just calm as you like it back of the net for Dalton United, and it is 1-0 in the first few seconds. We haven't even gotten our drinks ready to sit down for this match.
Yeah, I said that they were going to, start off in a high tempo, but I had no idea about a score within the first 17 seconds. I think it went in.
Yeah, that was quick.
So now how will they recover right now?
You have to say that was a fluke. Go ahead and let it go and reset yourself, get yourself ready.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach Andrew is not real happy with the way that turn of events went.
Dalton United already moving down that left-hand side. Shot taken, grabbed by the keeper. That one was a good one.
Good save, yeah. UMA on that back foot right now.
There were a few changes by the Dalton United squad. Grimaldo there, he was a late minute switch.
Let's see if UMA can now settle down a little bit more.
Yeah, they just got to take a deep, deep breath and start over. Shin's going to get us back underway. Ethan going back to Shin. Good little dummy there, trying to go into the middle of the pitch, but nobody there. Easily grabbed by Dalton to start possession again. Good turn by Dalton. Good step in front of the pass there. Dalton. Good step. Back to Ethan. Ethan's going to push it over to the right-hand side.
UMA look like they're settling down a little bit more now. Yeah, that's a shocker to give up early. Like you say, if you look at it as just as a fluke, maybe you can do something about it, but here they come again.
Grimaldo, he's trying to make his way through those UMA players. That ball going all the way over to Hernandez. Guerrero. Over to Perez, who goes back to Valenciano.
Dalton real
all the way
now.
back to Hernandez, who goes all the way back to the back line. Long ball for a switch. Just got a touch on it there was Valladares, but he wasn't able to control that ball.
Yeah,
Ethan with control.
You can see Dalton probing in absolute command of the match. UMA a little bit on the back foot, trying to get themselves settled in a little bit.
Partridge didn't have a lot of space to get that pass off, was able to just get it back to his defender. Here's a good turn by Bouza, but he just couldn't get it up to Collins. Oh, good step there by the defender to cut that pass off. It slots over to the top. Valladares is not able to control it, and it goes out for a goal kick. So good movement by by Dalton early in this match. We're only 5 minutes in, and they're really putting UMA on the back foot.
Yeah, it's going to be a real test for UMA. They played them really well in the Community Cup. They did fall behind in that match as well, but came back strong in the second half. Good, skilled team, but they're up against the playoff champions here.
Over to Shin. Another good lane closure there by Dalton, but somehow UMA able to gain possession. Park trying to move forward. It's probably the farthest UMA has been in possession for some time, and they earn a foul.
This may be good to settle them down.
Quick take. A little too quick.
Yeah.
You see what they were thinking, but just a little too quick there for the rest of the squad.
Yeah, they're trying to get that. They tried to get something going in the response time there, but that's expired, and now it's toe-to-toe again. I think if UMA can settle down and just forget about that first goal, they can get themselves worked back into this match.
Yeah, that was so early in the match. I mean, you really didn't even have a time to settle, even collect your thoughts before that. There's a good battle there, but no fouls going to be committed. It's just going to be a throw for Dalton United.
Yeah, referees letting them play. Nothing too bad. It's just a hard challenge there. Soccer is a contact sport.
Good switch by Dalton all the way over to that left-hand side. Almost lost possession, had to slide in there to get that pass forward.
That one goal lead, I think Dalton can really take their time and probe and look for that opening.
As Dalton is doing, they're looking for something. Just didn't get control of that pass was number 22, Grimaldo. I don't think he was prepared for that to come in as crisp as it did. Gives a chance for UMA to move forward. Not a good pass there.
Tried to thread that through, but
Kim was trying to thread that over to the left-hand side and wasn't able to do so. Like I said, Kim was a real shining light for UMA in that Community Cup match just a few weeks ago.
Well, it's still early doors here, but Dalton absolutely looked like in command. I think UMA are going to have to kind of soak this pressure up and just not be too lax in the back, but here we go again.
Down this left side yet again. Getting his way into the box. Trying to slot it across was Villatoro.
He's got plenty of options.
He ended up trying to tackle the player against UMA. Not going to earn a foul either way. Play on. Center ref is letting the boys play tonight. We love to see that.
Yeah, it helps the game flow a little bit
Booza
better.
Over to Park.
Here's an opportunity.
Park's fighting his way into the box, takes a shot. Good.
Oh, nice.
Good paw by the keeper, but still in possession for just a second is UMA.
Nice approach play by UMA. That'll give them some confidence.
Mendez with a fantastic paw to keep that ball out of the back of the net for Dalton United. Grimaldo moves that ball forward, but Ethan, the keeper, able to get up there and clear that ball out for a throw.
Yeah, Ethan not taking any chances this time after that snafu early in the game.
Throw in by Dalton. Valenciano with a high chest down, not going to be a foul or a handball or anything like that. It was clean. Hernandez, good slotted ball over, but nobody there elects to let that ball go out, and it'll be a goal kick for, or no, they're going to call corner.
That's what I was going to say. It looked like there was an intervention by one of the UMA defenders that got that ball off track.
Yeah, and UMA decided to let that ball go because they thought it was going to be a goal kick, and it's a corner.
Yeah.
Be the first corner of the match.
That's the correct call. And here we go. Another opportunity for Dalton United.
Going to be an in-swinger. Good ball in, punched out by the keeper.
Nice work, the keeper.
Able to win the ball is Partridge. He's going to send the ball forward
Chance for a
to
break.
Booza. Booza's able to sort of have control, but a fight between him and the defender, and that ball's just going to get punched out for a throw for UMA.
This is more of the game I was expecting to see, with them going back and forth a little bit. UMA soaking up the pressure and hitting on the break.
Good header forward for UMA. And UMA is a team that they will take advantage of anything you give them. You know, Dalton, you know, that Community Cup, it ended 3-2. But UMA, late in that match, had Dalton on the back foot.
Yeah, they could have easily forced penalty kicks to decide that game.
I think all the players were happy that that didn't happen because they were really grinding it out there those last 30 minutes in that match.
Yeah, early season game like that, not everybody's match fit. It can be a challenge, but boy, they put on a show.
Dalton trying to move the ball forward, able to do so for just a bit. Now trying to switch it over to the right-hand side, get it up there to Villadares, able to do so. He goes back to Perez, who then goes all the way back to Hernandez. Now another switch back over to that left-hand side. Good ball forward from Saldano, but it goes all the way back to the keeper and cleared. Saldana with that throw-in goal that led to the goal in the playoff match between Atlanta United here just a few months ago. That was just an amazing match we were able to cover here for the spring playoff finals.
Possibly one of the most exciting UPSL games I've ever seen. Game in the Atlantic Soccer Media Group archives, if you want to check it out.
Kim able to just get a touch on it, but Dalton wins possession.
Look at the white shirts forward.
They're just passing it left, right, and center. That ball didn't go in. I don't believe that went in, Dre.
Oh,
or did he call it?
Yeah, I think he did call it.
I think he did call it. Let's go ahead and double check it ourselves. They were trying to say, was it a goal or was it not? I wasn't sure if it was called or not. We'll take a look ourselves.
They did call it. Let's see if it must have crossed the line. The AR was the one who called
it. Yeah,
it
did cross the line. It did just a little bit cross the line. Unfortunately for UMA, that goal scored by Villatoro. And it's now 2-0 Dalton United. Just gave them enough of a space, and they exploited it.
So far, we got something similar to the Community Cup. The way that started out, Dalton jumping ahead with a couple of goals before UMA pegged one back. Let's see if they can repeat the same thing here. We've already seen UMA have an opportunity on goal. It's a lively club. But they have quite a task to do here, Larry.
Yeah, this is going to be a lot to make up. It's only 14 minutes in, but you're already down 2-0. So this is going to be.
Yeah, I think it's important that they really, UMA, from a UMA point of view, be very careful not to open themselves up too much at the back as they try to get something out of this game, this first half. Got to be careful. You don't want to get too far behind too early. But at some point, you're going to have to push forward to get something out of this match.
Long ball forward there. Going to go out for a throw.
It is kind of a shame that we don't have many of the stars from the Division I team that won a division going away.
Kim moving that ball forward. Just nobody there. Yeah, it is a real shame. I mean, they scored just at will there in that Division I match or spring season. Long switch, cleared, but in a dangerous spot, but they're just able to clear it. That was a dangerous clearance right back into the box by the defensive Dalton. Valenciano holding the man off, moving that ball forward. Good step there. But they lose it right away, and then going back and forth right now. Now, this is one of 6 matches this weekend in the UPSL Georgia Premier Division. Kalanji Pro Profile versus FC Birmingham has already concluded. Then Atento Atlanta is taking on Atlanta Rovers right now.
Yeah, we're waiting for confirmation on both of those games as far as the score.
And going on right now at the same time across Dalton, North Georgia United is taking on SSL FC.
Interesting matchup there as well.
Tomorrow we have 2 matches. We'll be bringing you Legends FC versus Potros FC, which should be a fantastic match at 3 p.m. And also at 3 p.m., Atlanta City FC is taking on Los Tigres, Club the Strongest.
Yeah, everybody's waiting to see what Los Tigres is going to do this season.
They had a bye the first week, so they got to see all the crazy action that happened in that first week.
A little bit of a challenge there.
As it stands right now, Atlanta United is sitting on top of the leaderboard. 5 teams with wins last weekend, all separated by goal differential. Technically, the Atlanta Rovers and Legends FC match was suspended at halftime 1-1. Mother Nature decided that that match was not going to conclude, and they have to make up that second half at some point. Figured that'll probably made up sooner rather than later, Dre.
Yeah, I think the talks are in there now. They're probably a midweek makeup time, maybe a Wednesday coming up in the next couple of weeks to finish out that second half. It's 1-1 that they'll start that makeup at 45 minutes.
There's a soft pass there by UMA. Lost possession, but able to win it back. Kim. Dalton coming out the victor of that little exchange.
It's funny, the way that the talent level is in this division, so much can happen as UMA take the possession here.
UMA dancing around the Dalton players, able to get the
he's
ball
in.
forward. Just not able to get there. Good step by number 18, Villalobos. But somehow UMA win possession back. Partridge, he was trying to get it over to Park, not able to do so. Running it down, though, is Insidious, I apologize. Back to Partridge. Partridge takes a shot, but grabbed by the keeper.
Not a bad effort.
Not a bad effort. Little out there. It's about 25 yards out, but he did take the shot.
These UMA forwards do seem to have a nose for goal. You saw it in the Community Cup. Now you're starting to see it a little bit now. UMA doing a little bit better now.
20 minutes into the match.
Plenty of time to do something about the 2-0 deficit from their point of view. But Dalton still looking very comfortable.
Another long ball forward from Dalton. UMA cut it off, but only for a second. Guerrero trying to do something over there on that side, not able to do so. It's going to be a goal kick.
So a little bit of a surprise away that Dalton has really jumped out ahead, but like I say, that they're going to be the major favorites in this match.
Yeah, right now, we've talked about it on our Center Circle podcast, Dre. Right now, until someone beats them, it's theirs for the taking.
They've had such success even before the UPSL, but since they've been in, they've had nothing but success. In Division I, dominating Division I.
They are the record-breaking team with 63 goals in their inaugural season in Division I. UMA got close but didn't get enough to get up there with them. Booza trying to make his way into the box, having to shift it off into the box, headed, but headed over the bar.
Getting closer and closer, UMA.
Insidious with that header, just not on frame. Got to go out for an easy goal kick.
Yeah, with 21 minutes in, and I think all the nerves are gone now. It's down to tactics and, you know, the skill level that these players have. Hopefully we'll see an improvement in the quality as it goes along as well.
You have to feel like Coach Andrew of UMA. If they can come out with at least one goal in this first half and make it 2-1 at half, they'd feel like that they got out of it with some success.
Yeah, that would mirror the Community Cup and how that went, and it really
remember,
made a difference in the second half.
That again, Dalton United got 2 easy early goals, and then UMA scored right about halftime. Long switch trying to get that ball over to Villatoro, not able to do so, and it's out for a throw.
Yeah, organization getting a little bit better for UMA in the back four there. I know that they were in disarray in the first minute, obviously, giving away that goal.
Well, you definitely don't have to worry about the weather today. It is an absolute gorgeous day, 82 degrees here in Dalton United, only about a mile of wind, only feels like 85. It is just as good as you can get when it comes to early fall, late summer soccer.
Referee's going to make him take that again. Both sides really had their chances so far. I mean, Dalton, of course, made 2 of theirs count, leading 2-0 here midway through the first half. But UMA are not without their own chances, just not quite getting that finishing touch that they need.
UMA here with the throw.
I still expect to see a really riveting match as this goes on, because I don't think UMA is going to let this game get too far away from them before they really make their own mark in the game. You see signs of it so far.
Free kick given to UMA. It's right about 35 yards out. Plenty of space for Kim to get this ball up and down over the wall. We'll see.
Think he'll go for it?
I would expect more of a lob to the far post, but we'll see.
Ton of red shirts forward. We'll see what happens.
Only a 2-man wall. Good shot by Kim. Headed down by the defensive Dalton. Tried to put back in, but it's going to be deflected out. It'll be a UMA throw. Again, thank you for coming along. Dalton Stadium is where we're at. Larry Weaver alongside Andre Bomar. UMA FC with a 2-0 deficit to
out.
Dalton United. Dalton United with everything going their favor. Home field, beautiful day, 2-goal lead. Scored the first one in the first 20 seconds of the match.
Dalton, as always, has pretty good crowd support.
Good ball down this right-hand flank up to Villadares. He's able to stop and start around the defender. Goes over to Grimaldo. He goes all the way back to Hernandez. Hernandez trying to move down that left side. Hands it off to Villatoro, who goes back to Hernandez. Back to Saldana, who elects to go all the way back to that back line. Trying to switch it up. Bit of a give and go. He's able to work it around the player, Perez.
Got good defensive support, though.
But that's going to earn a throw for UMA.
Good recovery from the UMA defense. Get that ball back. Initial good move from Dalton.
And Cineas gets UMA back underway. They switch it over to their right-hand side. Can he control it? Just barely. Long ball forward, trying to get up to Booza. But I don't think Booza is able to keep it in. I was really shocked there. Booza dancing.
Oh, good crossover.
Trying to get it over, but he's not able to do so. Defense coming back strong for Dalton. And a foul committed there by Collins.
Good pressure, though, by UMA, trying to get that ball back. They had an opportunity. The referee wants them taken in the proper spot there.
Yeah, you know, Dre, you always try to gain a yard or two where you can.
Yeah, you're not trying if you don't. We're trying to get the result from the FC Birmingham game against Kalonji Pro Profile. See a critical result there for both of those teams. When we get it, we'll pass it along.
Dalton United on the ball. Moving it forward. Good cutaway by UMA, but right back into Dalton's possession. Grimaldo
nice move.
Dancing.
Good defense there.
Yeah, absolute nice stop there by Selby.
Yeah, UMA hanging tough here, but Dalton really the aggressor attack-wise. And as long as they're doing that, that's going to keep UMA at arm's length as far as scoring back. But here we go.
Good cross over to Villadares, but he's not able to control it. Yeah, like you were saying, Dre, that's the result coming from the Kalonji FC Birmingham match is going to be critical because Kalonji Pro Profile came up here to Dalton and lost last week 3-1, so they need to get back on the winning record.
Yeah, I mean, both those teams lost their first weekend, and you know both are, if they want to entertain playoff berths or even a challenge on the division title, they're really going to have to start getting the 3 points this weekend.
Passing a little slow for UMA, and they're giving up possession deep in their half to Dalton. Villatoro on the ball. He sends it back. Slotted over to Hernandez. He sends it forward, but cut off by UMA.
Nicely done.
UMA coming all the way from LaGrange, Georgia for this match, all the way up to Dalton. It's the longest trip in the UPSL Georgia schedule.
And ASMG will travel wherever we need to go to get these games for you. And we say that, you know, the Kalonji and Birmingham game is critical. This one's critical. Come to think of it, all the games this weekend are critical.
Every game. We've talked about it before. When it comes to the UPSL Georgia Premier Division. Oh, here's a wonderful opportunity for Dalton United. Oh, and he absolutely bottled it. That should have been a goal there for Guerrero.
The golden boot guy from last season. Oh, he's going to be kicking himself for that one.
We'll take a look at that one again. You see here, ball sent forward. He was able to just stay on sides. Tries to slot it, and he just got it all wrong.
He knows it, too. I think he had a little time to think about it, maybe too much time to think about it, and didn't have the focus in which way he wanted to go, and Just a miscue. And lets UMA all off the hook, but what can they do here? Oh,
Trying to work it
nice.
through.
Oh,
Booza
he
tried to
thread
give
that
and
through.
go there, but wasn't able to, and a foul going to be committed.
Oh, that was a hair away from getting through there.
Yeah, the trick for UMA, they had to travel just about 3 hours all the way up north here to Dalton Stadium.
Yes, at this level in the Premier Division, there's traveling as part of the competition. We have the entire state of Georgia as well as part of Alabama. Oh,
Here's another good ball forward for Dalton, that time cut off by UMA's defense. Dalton United really putting it to UMA these last few moments. They had taken their foot off. Oh, another mistake there. Can this time Guerrero do it? And he does. Back of the net for the Golden Boot winner from the spring season. He puts it into the back of the net to get his tally on today. Let's take another look at that, Dre.
yeah, he wasn't going to make a mistake that time.
That ball sent in by Valenciano, a mistake by Selby.
Miscue.
And calm as you'd like it, Guerrero said that time.
Yeah, that time the center back let the goalkeeper down there, allowing him to go one-on-one with him, and Guerrero was not going to miss this time.
3-0 Dalton United over UMA. Right now, nothing going in UMA's fair. They are just all 6s and 7s.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough one to take.
Partridge, he slides it over. Kim, nice long ball forward. Up to Park, who slots it into the box, but not to Booza. But that's going to be a corner. It'll be the first corner for UMA.
It's unfortunate that the attacker really didn't come towards the ball. He ran away to the far post, but that cross didn't get close to him, unfortunately for them.
It looks like it'll be an in-swinger. Headed, but not on frame.
Half chance from. And we're going to have.
Looks like we have a substitute for UMA. Quick change here. Looks like Aiden Collins Day, number 10, he is done. He is going to be replaced.
Looks like that might be tactical, perhaps.
You would think that that's probably the case.
It's unusual to see it so early in the first half, but Coach Andrew probably sees something he needs to change. Get his boys back into action here. Still a lot of football to play.
And he's already made a known to himself, number 21, Lucas Kim.
I still think UMA have an opportunity if they can get a goal before the half. That could change the complexion a little bit, change their confidence.
And UMA is one of the teams that when we covered them in the spring, when they can score goals, they'll score them in bunches. So they can easily score 2 or 3 goals without even a blink of an eye. So do not give up on them.
We have to remember, too, this is basically a UMA U19 team, basically. So it's just
Good
nice
cut
line.
off there by UMA, but not
And
enough to earn possession.
And done in return the other way.
Long ball forward. He's just sitting in that
Offside.
pocket. This time he's going to be called offside. Guerrero was sitting in that pocket between the two defenders.
back up a little bit.
Are you always trying to get as much as you can? Our center official, Promise Adebayo Ige, keeping control of what we're seeing. We're seeing a substitute for Dalton United.
Time, yep.
Number 18's day is done, that being Villalobos.
Crowd favorite.
He's got a fan as out there. That being number 4, Baza. Long ball over there to Villatoro. He's able to gain possession. Trying to fight around Robinson. Has to go back to Hernandez.
Oh, nicely taken off of him, but
trying to switch it over to the other side of play. Villadares. Good slot forward. Got it up to Grimaldo. Into the box, but headed away by Partridge. Kim. He gains possession. Nice little touch there by Kim. Just didn't give him enough space there. Insidious got the ball forward to Kim, but he just didn't have anywhere to use that space.
Harassed
now here we go, Kim again.
Little mini break.
Up to Park. Park trying to find somewhere to go. Has to elect to go back to Insidious. Insidious has got 2 men around him. He's got nowhere to go.
Swarmed by white shirts.
The newly entered Kim getting a foul. A little bit of a welcome to the game, kid, from Valenciana.
Say, give me a little bit of room here for this free kick.
Headed away by the defense of UMA to Kim. Kim sends it forward to Booza.
Oh, nice
what
ball.
A beautiful ball by Kim. Hit with a little bit of deflection, and it'll go out. It'll be a corner, though.
Could have gone anywhere. Nice effort there. In the 41st minute here, getting close to halftime. Can they get something, UMA, before that halftime whistle? We'll see how much stoppage is going to be. It shouldn't be too much. Opportunity for UMA.
This is going to be another in-swinger.
Oh.
And it goes out.
That would have been a really strange on goal if he didn't get that right.
And we'll do it again. Yeah, this opportunity was all brought forth by number 14, Lester.
Look at all those red shirts up forward. Here we go.
Here comes a short one. Tried to lift it into the box, but couldn't get it over the Dalton player. Goes back to Kim. Kim trying to, I'm sorry, that wasn't Kim. That was number 4, Shin. That one goes to Lucas Kim, number 21, who goes back to Shin. Now here comes the ball lifted into the box. This time it's lifted over everybody. And it's going to roll out for a goal kick.
Yep, chance goes begging for them. They gave it a good opportunity there, but to no avail. .43rd minute.
Let's see how many extra minutes are added for this first half.
It's going to make them take that over. So AR was saying the ball was not stationary.
Long ball sent forward by Dalton, but controlled by UMA. Kim sliding it over to Insidious. Goes up to Park. Pushed down. Be an easy foul for UMA, who take it quickly over to Kim. Kim starting to assert himself into the match. He was really UMA's best player in the Community Cup. Lester trying to put some pace on Dalton, trying to press. There's a deflection, but a foul. No card there, just no cards issued in this first half.
Well, there was one earlier, just before we were transitioning a little bit.
I must have missed that one.
Yeah, and it was against a UMA defender for a challenge in their own final third. That's the only yellow we've had.
Okay. Lester, good challenge there. He wins a foul.
That's going to go the other way.
So one yellow issued here in this first half. Still haven't seen an announcement of how much stoppage time we're going to see.
Yeah, we should see one right about 45 minutes. You should see something from the fourth official.
Oh, there's a giveaway by UMA.
Giveaway.
Grimaldo, he lifts it forward, but the keeper Ethan's going to get there before Guerrero can.
And that's been the Achilles heel for UMA. Some of those defensive mistakes have been really costly for them. 2 of the goals have come from those. And they had the same
long
sort
ball
of
up to Park. Is he
nice.
going to be able to get there? Oh, just not able to. He was so close. A little bit of a connection with the keeper. And, of course, he's immediately apologizing. I think he got his hand just a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, as an attacker, you have to go for the ball, though.
Yes.
I mean, these things happen. There's no malice in it
You know,
at all.
that's what happens when you're a keeper. You have to put yourself in harm's way.
It looks like we're going to get the fourth official.
Yeah, it looks like 2 minutes of stoppage time is what we're going to receive. And we get back underway.
We're officially in stoppage time now.
Valenciano goes back to Baza, who goes back to the keeper, Mendez. Slots it all the way over to Saldana. Perez.
There's the fourth official now. It is 2 minutes.
Saldana again, back to Perez. They're just playing back and forth with each other right now. Just going to see these last 2 minutes out. Trying to press is UMA. They're able to do so. Lucas Kim gets the ball forward. Park tried to get a place. Oh, just couldn't slot that ball to him. But Perez still, Park's still there. Ooh.
I thought he might have been off on that second attempt, but
Insidious cuts that pass off. Gets it up to Kim. Kim dancing. Slots it up to Park. Just got too much on it, and it's going to go out for a goal kick. Like we saw in the Community Cup, all of a sudden, here comes UMA pressing hard. But I think it's a little too short here. We're only a few moments left of this first half. They're really going to have to get a rah-rah speech from Coach Andrew at the half and find another gear in this second 45. Here comes Kim. Nice little slot over to Buza. Cleared out by the defense by Saldana.
didn't know where that was going.
Insidious, he wins it. Slots it over, deflected by the defense. Up to Partridge. Partridge to Kim. Back to Partridge.
They need to hurry up.
He goes over to Lester. Oh, I'm sorry, to Selby. Up to Lester.
Blocked.
Stepped on there by the defender. And halftime is the call.
Wow. Interesting first half, Larry.
Very interesting. We end that first half 3-0 between Dalton United FC and UMA FC. Some of what we saw from the Community Cup just a few weeks ago, a lot of mistakes by UMA early, gives Dalton a clean path forward into the victory column here this afternoon.
Yeah, I mean, that's been the difference, Larry. I think that the mistakes that UMA have made early on, it led to 2 of the Dalton goals. But outside of that, they have challenged. They've been trying to get forward. They've had their own opportunities, just haven't been able to get that finishing done. And I do have some scores now for you. Rovers did win their match 2-0. Just a moment, I guess it was the 5 o'clock game. And Pro Profile, yes, I'm sorry, just reading the ticker here. Pro Profile did defeat FC Birmingham 3-1. And so we'll get some updates on scores and the like from those matches a little bit later.
And that was a 2-0 win for Rovers over Vino Tinto.
Yes.
And Kalanji with a 3-1 win over FC Birmingham. The only other match that's going on this evening, North Georgia United taking on SSL FC across the park over at River Bend in Dalton. So that'll hold off the coverage of the first 45 here at Dalton Stadium. Dalton United 3, UMA FC 0. We'll be back in a few minutes to bring you the second half. Don't go away.
Hey coach, is your game going to be live streamed? Can't find a broadcast partner? I have the solution for you. It's time to contact the Atlantic Soccer Media Group. The Atlantic Soccer Media Group will provide you with the most extensive live coverage and affordable rates to bring your club's matches to your fans. So they will never miss any of the action.
Good ball laid off to that far side. Shot ripped. It's in! Dalton United at the death of the game! They go ahead, and this stadium is sent to raptures.
And bring them along with you as you raise the trophy.
Gentlemen, say it with them. They are the champions.
So what are you waiting for? For the best and easiest coverage, national exposure, attract sponsors, interact with your fans, work with scouts from around the world? Contact the Atlantic Soccer Media Group.
Welcome back to beautiful Dalton Stadium here in Dalton, Georgia. Halftime between Dalton United FC and UMA FC. 3-0 is the lead for Dalton United. Matches around the UPSL Georgia Premier Division this weekend. Atlanta Rovers FC with a 2-0 victory over Vino Tinto Atlanta. And Kalanji Pro Profile getting on the right side of the scoreboard for this fall season, beating FC Birmingham 3-1. Like we said here in Dalton, 3-0 is the lead for Dalton United so far. They're going to get us back underway this second half. Both teams we watched didn't go to the locker rooms. They elected to stay out onto the field and discuss the plans. Dre, as we come in ready for this second half, what do you expect that Coach Andrew had to say to the guys from UMA to try to get them going in the right direction?
Well, I think the thing is, you know, watching the halftime talk, because we could see him, he was very animated in talking with his team. And I would imagine, don't make mistakes. Stop making costly errors, because that's what's getting in their way. Otherwise, they're playing very well. They're getting forward. They're getting opportunities, but they got to keep it tight at the back. But they got to score, man. They got to score early to have any chance of getting back against Dalton United, because Dalton they're just really on top in this game.
Yeah, Dalton United showing that they are still in full season form here only in week 2 of the fall season. Like I said, they're going to get us back underway. This second half is going to get kicked off by number 7, our Golden Boot winner from the spring season, Guerrero. He was able to get a goal in that first half himself.
Picked up where he left off last season.
And we're underway for the second 45 here in Dalton, Georgia.
Let's see if UMA can keep from making big mistakes here early on.
Long ball forward to Valladares, excuse me. UMA coming out with possession. That ball's going to go out for a throw. Like we said, only one yellow card issued in that first half. That going to UMA defender. Good step by Pritchard. And a foul going to be committed by the Dalton player. UMA give the ball up so easily.
Mistake.
Just another mistake. Grimaldo takes the shot, but easily grabbed by the keeper, Ethan. Just another mistake. Just a simple mistake by the defense of UMA.
That's been the weakness
Can't
so far.
make mistakes like that at this level. Like I said, this is only their second match of their Premier League history, and you have to be on top at all times. You have to remember that last season, Dalton United winning the league, they only gave up 6 points of the possible 30 points for the season. They were 8-0-3.
Amazing performance. As the referee asks him to go back to the proper spot for the throw.
Good ball forward.
Oh, poor first touch. Oh, they got it back, though.
Cleared out, and that will be a corner.
He had a lot of room to move or maneuver on that left side. They needed to close him down a little bit better, but they did keep it out. And so we get
I will hold that back. It was 7-0-3, not 8-0-3.
yeah.
conversation about the fact that the local time wasn't going. Center official keeping us on our toes up here in the booth. In swinger in low. And that's going to be cleared out, and it will be a goal kick.
Yep, sometimes we got to do the little multitasking. Like now, you got to get that camera back to the main.
UMA cutting that pass off, but it's going to deflect off of the center official, so it's going to have to be a drop ball. Back underway. UMA moving over on that right-hand side. Up to Grimaldo. He's got so much space. He gives it back to Guerrero. Guerrero gets closed down by two defenders. Good step by UMA's defense, but they're not able to control to go out for a throw. Oh, sorry, that was my fault. My fault. Sorry about that, everybody. It was on the wrong camera.
Like I said, multitasking.
Yeah, too many things going on at once here, folks. Apologize about that. We're in the 51st minute here at Dalton Stadium. Dalton United FC 3, UMA FC 0. Long clearance out by the keeper, Ethan, but right to the defense of Dalton United. Again, we thank you for joining us here for this UPSL Georgia Premier Division action here on this wonderful Labor Day weekend. Kim with possession, moving up through that midfield. He's trying to get it up forward to that attacking player, number 11, Robinson, not able to do so.
UMA have had a lot of those half chances going forward. They need to try to convert one of those to get back in this game.
Yeah, they really, as of right now, I really feel like UMA needs to press with just about all that they have. Little ball over the top. Good little back heel. Tried to give and go to Valenciano, and he's got two defenders on him, and he's going to earn a foul that's quickly taken over to Guerrero. Oh, not able to do it, but get it back to Valenciano. Caught UMA completely off guard. Valenciano just dancing with the defense.
Look at him.
He's got to be careful, holding him off. Wow, that ball was whipped right in there.
It's amazing. He had guys all over him. He still managed to get a shot off.
We have a substitute coming on for UMA. Looks like number 17 is going to be coming on. We'll see who he's going to be replacing. That being Hyman. He's going to replace number 25, Selby. Selby's had a day that he probably would want to forget. That mistake early in the match, 20 seconds in, and you find the ball in the back of the net.
That was a very costly mistake.
Kim. He's going to send the ball forward. on that left-hand side up to Insidious, allowing some of those Dalton players to go past him. He goes back to Kim. Kim trying to find somewhere to go. He's trying to dance around all those players, not able to do so. Shot taken, and that ball is hit well over the bar by number 9, Park.
Well over, but that's what they need to do right now.
Yeah, at this point, they need to be taking shots on goal. Whether they're on frame or not, they need to get this Dalton team on the back heel in some form. Because right now, Dalton is just doing whatever they want. Grimaldo, he goes back to Valladares, who sends it into the path of the goal, but it goes out wide, and it's going to be a goal kick.
Shot out of nowhere.
Partridge. Another slow rolling hospital ball back. Foul going to be committed by Dalton. That was a give to Dalton, or from Dalton, because UMA were caught off guard there. If Dalton would have gained possession, that could have been another costly mistake. Hard switch over to the newly entered number 17, Hyman. Lucas Kim having to go all the way back to Ethan. Slow hospital pass. Again, losing possession, but he's going to earn the foul. Number 7, Yuri Kim, he is having to do everything that he can to keep possession there. Another mistake. That time by Booza, just giving the ball right to Dalton. Dalton is a team that is not going to let you off the hook. Saldana up to Guerrero, who ends up going all the way back to Saldana. Hernandez made his way around Park and makes a way around another man, but loses possession there. Now moving forward is UMA, but Booza not able to get that pass to a teammate. Allows Valladares to attack for Dalton. Ooh. Hard shot, and that ball is sent well out of play. Substitute coming on for Dalton. Got 2 substitutes. Number 19 coming off Perez, and Saldana, number 23, Max Clare, the man from formerly Atlanta Rovers, making his entry into the match. See if we can see who also replaced Perez. I believe it was number 6, Herrera, or maybe. Let me see if I can see. Offsides, Herrera was. I believe it was number 20, Reynoso, who took on for Perez. Reynoso, number 20. Bringing Dre back in. It is a little chaotic here these last 5 minutes, Dre.
Yeah, it's kind of in the booth and on the field, it seems. But here's UMA with an opportunity coming forward. They're going to have to really convert something soon if they want to get back in this game.
Yeah, we're coming into the 59th minute, down by 3. They need to find a goal fast. Nice shot taken. Holy moly, that's the shot they needed from Kim. Take
What
a
a
bow, young
strike.
man.
What a strike. And 2 seconds after you said that's what they needed to happen.
Take a look at this, Dre. Kim says,
Oh, my God.
thank you
Oh,
so much. I will
beautiful
take it
shot.
myself. Absolute scorcher of a goal for Kim to get them into this match 3-1.
Exactly what they needed if they're going to get back into this match. Now they have some time. They need 2 more. And to also keep Dalton out.
In that Community Cup, that 3-2 loss that UMA had, the 2 goals that they were scored by Kim.
Oh, that was a world-class finish there.
That was just at such an angle.
And nothing looked on, too, when he took that swing. I said, oh, okay, that's going to go over. But, boy, he found that top right corner.
Good tackle.
Oh, tough tackle.
But he is going to earn a yellow card, is Partridge.
That's the second yellow of the day. Both going to UMA players.
The first yellow card, I believe, was for Selby, who's already off.
Yeah, we'll get confirmation on that, but I believe it was Selby.
This is going to be right about 10 yards, almost on the chalk line.
This is for UMA's point of view. They're going to have to be really careful because they don't need to give up a goal just after scoring.
Yeah, I would say that's probably, you would say 2 yards from the edge line and right about 10 yards out. So he's got plenty of, he's only got 1 person in a wall, not even a wall to say the least.
He's thinking about it. Here's the whistle.
Lifted up and over, headed,
Oh.
it hit the American football post, and it will be a goal kick.
Yeah, it's a half chance for Dalton United. Dalton lived to try again.
That ball deflected off of the Dalton player. It'll be a throw, and it'll be another substitution for UMA. Number 24 is going to be coming on. Gonzalez Lopez. He is going to be replacing. See if I can see who that was. I think it might have been number 11, Caleb Robinson. Maybe. Actually, nope. Caleb's out there. The lights on the far side are not as bright as they are over on this side, Dre.
Yeah, I think it's a little angling problem as well.
Yeah. Looks like that might have been number 14, Lester, that was replaced. Because I don't see Lester out there anymore.
Boy, Dalton really pressing down there.
Well, that's the thing that Dalton needs to make sure that they don't allow UMA to get confidence and get back into this match.
Well, UMA with a sniff of a chance here, having scored that goal, down 3-1.
Partridge goes back to Gonzalez Lopez. Back up to Partridge. He's moving down.
Oh.
He newly yellow carded player. That one deflected. Park trying to get there in time. He's able to do so, but not able to get that up to the man. It's going to be an advantage, though. He's going to go back up to Kim. Kim's lofting it up to Park. He's able to gain control. Can he hit it? No, he can't. He can't get a good touch on it. Mendez having to be Johnny on the spot back there in defense and get that ball in the box.
Yeah, close, Larry. If he converts that, we really have an interesting end to this game coming up. But Dalton did just enough. The keeper did his job.
Long ball forward. Trying to get it up to Grimaldo. Ethan, calm as you'd like it back there.
Dalton pressing.
They earn the ball with that clearance by Ethan. Hernandez. They're starting to spread this UMA squad out, catching them in space. Guerrero. Good step there by the defender for UMA, number 4. Lucas Kim didn't really have anywhere to go, went all the way back to the back line. Tony trying to dance around, not able to, but gets a helping hand from his compatriot defender. Foul committed there. DJ Shin working hard, coming up from that back line. Going to be a substitute for Dalton. Hernandez's day is done. It's going to be a back into play. Partridge sending it over to Park.
Nice.
He's able to control it. Looking for somewhere to pass. Gets it up to Gonzalez Lopez, who's just shoved down to the ground. Didn't really like that, but he earns it. It's going to give Kim another opportunity for a free kick. He takes it quickly. Up to Park. Deflected off of Dalton. It's going to be a deep, deep throw for UMA FC.
Still a good opportunity for UMA. What can they do with it? Ooh.
Gives it to Kim. Kim's not able to control it, but it's a throw again. That wasn't the best throw.
Yeah, I know.
But they still came out ahead.
Get that technique right. Ooh.
Kim, just nothing he could do there, but it is going to be, again, another throw.
Yeah, Dalton trying to close him down real early. They don't want to give him an opportunity to get.
We really need to see a nice long throw is what they need. That was another just horrendous throw. But
those are close to illegal throws.
Yeah. Kim trying to dance around. 2 players, he's able to do so, but the AR says he didn't keep the ball in, and it's going to be a throw for Dalton United. He was able to dance around those 2 players, just didn't have the space he thought he had. And it ends up going on the outline for a throw. Good attendance here at Dalton Stadium for the fans of Dalton United.
Dalton always draws well here at home at Dalton Stadium. In North Georgia area, near Tennessee.
Can't ask for a better night. Saldana working down that right-hand side. He's going to earn a foul. It is 78 degrees right now. It is an absolute gorgeous day for soccer. Only 2. Here's an opportunity. Just what the doctor ordered. Enough of a clip by the defender to get that ball to Ethan. If the defender
Bowling over.
just knocked, yeah.
He's going to get
And
yellow.
he's going to earn a yellow.
It'll be Dalton's first yellow.
That was the second time he knocked over. That yellow is going to be issued to number 5, Valenciano. Gonzalez Lopez has been the victim of a few knockdown fouls these last few minutes.
Both sides seem to be playing really hard, but not dirty.
No, it's been a good game. There has been 3 yellow cards issued, but nothing egregious. Max Clare winning possession for Dalton. Yuri Kim just stepping on that ball to earn a throw for Dalton United.
Now in the 70th minute, time could become a factor for UMA pretty soon.
Good control of the ball there by Valenciano.
Held.
And that ball is going to deflect off. It's going to be a Dalton throw. Really, that ball deflected off of Valenciano. That should have been a throw for UMA, but neither the AR or the center official saw that.
Well, I think Valenciano's kind of
And he was
about
definitely he was milking that there too. He's definitely having conversations with the fans in the stands as well. Let's see where we go here. Going to be a throw. Center official saying no, that's a throw.
okay.
No. Or yeah, he did do a throw for
UMA.
UMA, exactly what we thought it should have been. Gonzalez Lopez loses possession.
So you weren't seeing things.
Exactly.
Oh,
Here's an
ball
opportunity for Dalton United. Mistake
nice
there. Grabbed by Ethan.
Tried to
That
chip
could
that
have
over.
been a massive goal. Long ball forward. Max Clare controls it, but he's going to knock it out for a throw.
Good opportunity there for Dalton, but great play from the UMA
Park gets us
goalkeeper.
back underway.
They've really got to be careful with those throw-ins.
Yeah, these throws are what do we got here? We got a yellow card issued to.
Did he give that to the goalkeeper?
I think
For
he
dissent?
did. I think he did. Because I can see the only person that was moving around talking to the center official was the keeper, Mendez, number 0. That is
Valenciano.
Grimaldo's day done.
Yeah, Valenciano's still arguing that foul, or what he would perceive as a foul, I think, on this near side. And that might have been what the goalkeeper was jarring about. Lots of stuttering starts here. Okay, tried to do a
I'm not quite sure where we're going here.
yeah.
We're trying to gain.
It's going to give him a free kick. He wants them to wait until he gives a signal. Dalton tried to do a quick.
I don't know why he gave possession to Dalton.
Especially right there.
Yeah, especially right there. I don't know why. Remember, any match that's happening into the UPSL, not only are these teams and these players working hard to get their spot to move up from semi-pro to professional, so are these referees. And these referees are monitored and evaluated for their matches as much as the teams and the players are. We're all looking to move on to the next path into.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure why he called a free kick there.
It's definitely a free kick.
Because the ball was called back quite a ways back.
I don't know if it was something earlier that I think this is one of those ones, you know, a little bit later we'll have to go back and look at the video.
Yes, well, we'll have to review this ourselves and see if we can figure out.
But nevertheless, Dalton in a position here for the
They're going to have a free kick right about 30 yards out. Shot taken, grabbed easily by Ethan. Here in the 74th minute. Gets us back underway, sending the ball over to the sideline to Partridge. He goes back to Insidious, who sends it forward. But lose possession in the midfield. Dalton United right now playing 3 back. They just need to control possession and see this out for 3 points. But they're still trying to fight for the lead, and they earned their 3rd corner of the match. Only 3 corners per team so far this match. This is going to be an outswinger.
critical header away.
Cleared out by UMA. He made his way
move.
around.
Oh, he's still in.
Villatoro. Good stop there by the keeper. That is what he had to do, because that one, Villatoro was on a clear shot to the goal.
Clutch goalkeeping.
Partridge wins possession for UMA. Gets it up to Kim. Gonzalez Lopez gives it back to Park. Tried to get it up to Kim again, but not able to do so that time. Moving down this left-hand side. Trying to get there and cut that path off. Oh, what a little flick by Guerrero. He's not able to do it. Another shot taken. Whew.
Very, very bad attempt there. Well, that back heel looked really pretty, but it didn't get on target.
Talk about all hands on deck defense for UMA. Take a look at this again. Little back heel flick that just slides across goal, back over to the top of the goal, just scuffed.
Didn't hit it right.
And it goes out, and we press on here in the 76th minute. UMA 2 goals down. They need something, and they need it fast. Here comes number 30, Tony. Goes over to Lucas Kim. He goes down the line, but not able to control it, is Gonzalez Perez. It just rolls and rolls and rolls, and it's going to go out for a throw, and it is on
Really
the final edge. This needs to be a hard press by UMA. They're deep, deep, deep in their half as Dalton. They're going to look to do a long throw to get themselves out of this hole.
The 77th minute is getting a little critical time-wise for UMA.
Valenciano. And he goes down. Cynical foul there. That one on number 17, Hyman.
Yeah, Valenciano had him beat, and I think that was the only thing he had in his locker to stop him.
Center official doing his best to keep control of the match. He's doing a great job. .24. Going to switch play. Forward, but Partridge cuts that pass out. Gets it forward. Gonzalez Lopez trying to get back to where possession.
Trying to get turned to take a shot.
Number 20 with possession. He goes back to Villatoro. Over to Valenciano. He tries to slot it, but grabbed by Ethan. Good work by the keeper. Reynoso had a great opportunity to number 20, and he elected to slot that over, give his teammate an opportunity. Valenciano had good eyes for the goal, but Ethan cutting it off. Here comes Valenciano again. Trying to, tried to force that one into the goal, and just barely wide.
So dangerous, Valenciano. When he gets turned towards goal like that, it's a real nose for the goal.
Trying to move up that left-hand side. Max with possession. He goes back to the keeper. Caleb Robinson was really putting pressure on him. Back to Villatoro. Lucas Kim trying to pressure him, and he did earn a throw for UMA.
And for those watching, that is how you do a defensive press.
Losing possession, but they earn a throw. Is Dalton. They take it quickly.
Got some space.
Moving up that right-hand side. They've had a lot of success on that right side. Herrera, number 6, went back to number 24. Villano trying
nice
to get another little cheeky flick. Valenciano, he tried. $80 minutes down, 10 to go plus stoppage time. Can UMA somehow find an opportunity to get back into this match?
Oh, good sliding tackle. We're under 10 minutes of regular time to go plus stoppage.
There's a good battle over there on that right-hand flank. It's Dalton that's going to come out the victor of that challenge. Ball lofted in. Valenciana, he chests that backwards. Guerrero's going to earn a foul. Park.
Quickly taken.
Another cynical foul by UMA. Villatoro.
Kept it in.
Hyman, he's able to get the ball forward. Claire, able to clear it. Partridge.
Ooh. Not the greatest of clearance.
Here comes Tony. Tony sends it long, but I think if that ball would have gotten into Robinson's possession, I think he was offsides. Oh, Guerrero. Oh!
What an angle.
What an angle and what a goal from Guerrero. Unbelievable. He had the defender on his toes when he made that turn. Take a look at this, Dre.
It's amazing.
You see this ball sent forward. And just calm as you would like it. One of the hardest angles, probably as hard as Tony had earlier, and it is 4-1 Dalton United over UMA. I think that's pretty much going to end the opportunity for UMA. They're going to find themselves with 2 losses on the season so far. It is not easy coming up here into the Premier Division.
Yeah, I think that's the dagger in the heart right there from last season's Golden Boot winner, Guerrero. An expert finish from an expert player. Dalton may not be done yet.
Dalton United, the kings of the mountain when it comes to the Premier Division here in UPSL Georgia right now.
And there's still a lot for these players to play for on both sides, remember, because goal difference can play a big difference in the title run, but also in the relegation race.
Shot taken. Oh, and he made that look simple. Number 24.
What a finish from long range.
All
Yeah,
the
let's see
space
that
in the
again.
world. Take a look at this. He's 25 yards out.
Oh, he just
And he just
cranked
puts
up
that
and took it.
right into the middle. 5-1. Dalton United is just putting it to.
And again, goal difference. You know, Dalton have an incentive to keep scoring because it could come down to that at the end of the season.
And we saw it in the spring season. It came down to goal differential late in the season to decide those positions in the playoffs.
Exactly. Home field is one of the advantages of having the higher seeding, so every goal counts.
As of right now, the goal differential was the only thing separating the first 5 teams because they all had winning matches in the first week.
He looked, he was
Here's
onside.
another opportunity. Guerrero flicked away. That'll go out for a throw.
He looks hungry, Guerrero. Looks like we're going to have a substitute for UMA.
That'd be another substitute for UMA.
85th minute.
Yeah, it looks. I see a defensive player limping off. I think that is. Let's see if I can see who. It is really hard to see those blue numbers on those red jerseys tonight.
Yeah, especially late on like this. Dark side of the field.
Ball sent over to this left-hand side to Villatoro. He goes it to Guerrero. Gets switched over to the right-hand side. A foul's going to be committed.
Tough one taken quickly.
Our current table leader from week 1, Atlanta United Academy, they had the week off. So we are going to see Dalton United more than likely find their way into the top spot.
Yeah, if results stand the way they are, Dalton will shoot straight to the top.
And they will have a +5, actually +6 goal differential.
Whoa. Again, those throws, man.
These throws are
Got caught up with him this time.
You know, we've talked about it in the past, Dre, that throws are going to be one of those rules that they're going to come down on and start calling more like they were doing recently on handball. You know, they were calling that left and right.
Oh, nice
Guerrero,
flick.
what an opportunity.
Oh, good
Ethan
defensive.
had to do everything he could to keep that ball from going to the back of the net.
That's a whisker away from a 6th. Frustration from UMA.
It'll be a throwback in. It is 87 minutes in.
3 more minutes of regular time before we get to stoppage. Oh, can he first time it?
Park, he tried to flick it with the outside of his heel, but he's going to earn a penalty.
And a yellow.
And a
for the
yellow
Dolphins.
card for Max.
I thought he was going to first time it, but he wanted to control it, but the defender clumsily brought him down.
We'll take a look at that again. You see it slots over to the middle. Park tries to hit it,
Yeah.
but as he was going to hit it, Claire
That is
slots in and
a bit
clears
of a
him
studs up
out.
challenge as well. Maybe lucky to still be on the pitch after that challenge.
88 minutes in.
Well, this could help the goal difference for UMA if he can convert. But nothing's guaranteed with a penalty.
Center official forcing the players back.
It's already reminded the goalkeeper he cannot move off that line until the kick is made.
Easily
Nicely
slotted
done.
by Tony to give.
Cool as you like.
That gives UMA another goal, so it's 5-2.
5-2. Something for the confidence, a little consolation, I think, for UMA. Dalton trying to get down that right side. Looks like they're going to get it. Oh, nice give and go.
Guerrero trying to get it past.
Boy, that was just a weird sequence of events there. It's almost happened in slow motion, but Dalton was in a position to score right away after giving up the penalty. Here they come again.
Three minutes of added time that we are going to see here.
Almost to the 90 minutes, and then we'll see what happens if we get those 3 minutes. Dalton's going to take a throw. And a substitute for the keeper. Wow,
That's an interesting decision. You literally have 2-3 minutes to go. That's
an odd decision.
Yes, and then some.
Bring in a keeper who's extremely cold against the likes of Dalton United. But I guess Coach Andrew has his own reasons for doing that.
Dalton United just keeping possession. Valenciano.
Oh,
and he just made that look.
gosh.
That's just criminal, folks.
And that's not the goalkeeper's fault. There was just no stopping that
And there's
one.
nothing. Ethan would have had nothing to do with that as well.
No.
Take a look at this, folks.
That's what you call a finish and a half.
Valenciano receives the ball. Nobody around him.
Nobody around him.
And he just slots it into the back of the net. That was criminal. 6-2. This match is just about done. Looks like we have a substitute for UMA.
Yeah, I kind of chalked that down. The UMA have kind of finished with the energetic part of the match. And Valenciano says, well, I'm in acres of space. I'm going to take a shot.
Here's an opportunity. He's able to keep it in, but it goes right to the keeper. And he's going to call it a goal kick. He says it went all the way out, so. It's gotten a little crazy here these last couple minutes, folks.
Yeah, we've done 2 minutes of the 3 stoppage. Just about here. Yeah.
Kim with a goal. With the penalty by Max Clare, gives UMA 2 goals, gives Tony a brace.
Thoroughly efficient performance from Dalton United today. The playoff champions, the Georgia Conference.
Coker, he gets to come on in the last 3 minutes of the match and ends up giving up a goal that was unstoppable in any way, shape, or form. That ball was surgically placed into the top right corner of the goal.
Couldn't have placed it any better.
Well, given these Dalton players 20, 25 yards of free space to take a shot on goal is not what you want to do.
Exactly what I was going to say, Larry. I think that, you know, it has nothing to do with the goalkeeper, but when there's nobody within 10 yards of one of the best scorers on Dalton's team, then you got to fault the defenders.
Shot taken.
Oh,
that one goes into the back of the net. Starting to get an absolute trounce here. That goal scored by number 21. We'll take a look at that one again. You see here, he receives the ball right at the top of the box, and he just slots it right past the defense and the keeper, and it is now 7-2.
I think, you know, when you look at UMA, you got a very young team out here, and Coach Andrews is going to have a lot of material to look at here to teach these guys. But and there's the final whistle.
There is the whistle. We end this match full time. Dalton United 7, UMA FC 2. The scoreboard really doesn't show what type of match this was. It was very, very competitive after those first 2 goals, those first 45 minutes. The second 45 was good and competitive until about the 70th minute, and then things just kind of went bad.
Yeah, when it got out of UMA's control. I mean, it's not really a, you know, indictment on them. It is a very young team. They're promoted from Division I. It's largely an academy team that came out here, and they played hard that first half. But really, it is Dalton United, the playoff champions. That went to the national playoffs, and you know, they were always going to be favored. So high-power performance from Dalton United, and boy, did they shoot to the top of the Georgia Premier Division after that victory.
Yeah, that was a huge performance there by Dalton United. Definitely those extra goals there at the end really pushes them into clear lead in first place with a goal differential.
Yeah, and so now we got to wait and see what happens with SSL's game today. I don't see a result on them just yet. And, of course, we got the game tomorrow. Portoros is traveling to LaGrange to play Legends FC, another, you know, match that has playoff implications early on. But, yeah, Atlanta United is the only team that's off, and I'm sure that they're watching to see what they can do next week to get themselves back into the contention.
Well, that's going to wrap up our coverage here in Dalton, Georgia for the UPSL Georgia Premier Division. Dalton United FC 7, UMFC 2. For Larry Weaver, myself, Andre Bomar, Krishna Bomar, we say thank you. We'll see you next time on the ASMG YouTube channel.
Hey, Coach, is your game going to be live streamed? Can't find a broadcast partner? I have the solution for you. It's time to contact the Atlantic Soccer Media Group. The Atlantic Soccer Media Group will provide you with the most extensive live coverage and affordable rates to bring your club's matches to your fans, so they will never miss any of the action.
Good ball laid off to that far side. Shot ripped. It's in! Dalton United at the death of the game! They go ahead, and this stadium is sent to raptures.
And bring them along with you as you raise the trophy.
Gentlemen, say it with them. They are the champions.
So what are you waiting for the best and easiest coverage, national exposure, attract sponsors, interact with your fans, work with scouts from around the world? Contact the Atlantic Soccer Media Group.
This has been a presentation of the UPSL. Any use of this broadcast without the written consent of the Atlantic Soccer Media Group is prohibited.